Hello all. Today we will discuss the second module on multi-rate digital signal processing, which is interpolation. So in the previous class we studied about the decimation, which is selecting only few samples of the inputs. So now in the interpolation we select multiple points between the successive points of the input. So that is called interpolation. So increase in the sampling rate by introducing I-1 new samples between successive samples. Suppose we want to increase the sampling frequency by a factor of I, we need to introduce I-1 new samples between the successive samples of the input. So let us denote a sequence V of m with the rate which is increased by a factor of I from the input sampling frequency, that is fx. So Fy is equal to I into fx. So which is basically obtained from the input by adding I minus 1 zeros between the successive values of x of n. Suppose I is 10, then we need to introduce 9 zeros between the successive values of the input x of n. So when the sampling frequency is increased, we need to decrease the sampling interval. We are decreasing the sampling interval by a factor of I. So that is why the sequence V of m is equal to x of m by I for the values of m, which is 0 plus or minus I plus or minus 2i plus or minus 3i and so on. So in other regions it is 0. So if you take the z transform of this sequence V of m, which is equal to summation from minus infinity to plus infinity V of m into z raised to minus m. But this V of m is x of m by I. So we have x of m by I into z raised to minus m. So now you can put some values of I as well as m, and we see that we can rewrite this equation as x of m into z raised to minus m into I. So now this is, let's call this equation 1, and in short equation 1 can be written as x of z raised to I. So now if you want to take the to find out the spectrum, then we need to replace z by e raised to j omega y. So V of e raised to j omega y is equal to x of e raised to j omega y into I. That extra I is because of this factor. So in short, V of omega y is equal to x of omega y into I. Okay. So in terms of radian, the sampling frequency omega x is 2 pi f pi fx, and that of output is omega y, which is equal to 2 pi f by fy. Now if you take the ratio of omega y into omega y and omega x, which is equal to 1 by I, or in other words omega y is equal to omega x by I. That is because fy is I into fx. Now let's say the spectrum of the input, which has the range from minus pi to plus pi. So now we are increasing this sampling rate by a factor I, and we will see the spectrum of that the V of m signal, V of m in the time domain, and V of omega x is the, or omega y is in terms of spectrum. So now we can see the similar shape has been repeated many times within a range minus pi by I to plus pi by I. The original range is minus pi to plus pi. So after interpolating, we are observing the repetitions of the signals within the range minus pi to plus pi. But from minus pi by I to plus pi by I, it is unique. So it is sufficient that we can consider only the signal from minus pi by I to plus pi by I. So these are the spectra of the x of n and v of n, where v of omega y is equal to x of omega y into I. The spectrum v of omega y is an I-fold periodic repetition, as you observed here. So now we need to restrict this signals which are above plus or minus pi by I by passing the sequence v of m through a low pass filter, and that low pass filter should have a response and which is equal to hi of omega y, which is low pass filter after the interpolation process, which is equal to c between 0 to plus or minus pi by I, and then which is 0 otherwise. So now where c is a normalization factor which is used to restrict the samples. So it's a scalar factor required to normalize the output y of m from this low pass filter. So consequently, the spectrum of the output is y of omega y is equal to c into x of omega y into I. So you are we are passing the input through a interpolator, and then we are passing it through a low pass filter, and finally we are obtaining the output y of m, or the spectrum of y of omega y, which is equal to c into x of omega y into I within the range 0 to plus or minus pi by I. Omega y into I is omega y of m is equal to x of m by I. So since the final output y of m is taken from a low pass filter, so it's a convolution from some of the sequence which is coming to a low pass filter, and its response h of n. So y of m is equal to summation from k is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity h of m minus k into v of k, where this v of k is the sample obtained by the low pass filter, which is already upsampled by a factor I. So we can write this as v of ki, but this v of ki is x of k. So it is coming from the input. So hence the final output y of m in time domain is the summation k is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity h of m minus ki into x of k. So this is the process of interpolation by a factor of I.